I will tell you, Director Deutsch, as a former Los Angeles police narcotics detective, that the agency has dealt drugs throughout this country for a long time.
Now, your comment, though, in your Tatum Chronicle, which I didn't see on 9 April, about the involvement in inner city, can you just address that one aspect? I couldn't see that on that one date you mentioned.
On the 9th, we flew the 4 coolers, and they were there waiting for us. On the 10th, we brought some additional coolers. When I landed, there was a C-123 sitting there, and a guy that I met a few weeks prior down at Howard in Panama walked over to me. His name was Barry Seal.
I see. And what did he say?
Well, I asked him, I knew what I was flying. I couldn't get a straight answer from North. North tried to tell me that it was the fruits of war, that we captured all this cocaine. He admitted it was cocaine. Mm-hmm. I couldn't figure out why we were doing it. We captured it from the Sandinistas, but then I've gone into these camps and I see them producing it in the Contra camps. All of the materials in there, the tents, the fuel pods, the bladders were all U.S. They weren't Soviet. They weren't.
So the Contras were absolutely. They had these cocaine mills, and they were turning this stuff out in there. Correct?
They were cranking it out.
And Barry Seal, was he he was one of the pilots flying it out?
Well, primarily these coolers were going up to Panama on C-130s.
I see. That's how
and from there they were going out. Sometimes we would fly them into San Lorenzo, and civilians would pick it up. And that's this particular time Barry was there to pick it up. And I asked him, "What's going on? Where is this stuff that you're picking up today going?" He said, "Well, this stuff and this stuff you delivered last night's going to Ilopango."
Mm-hmm. But ultimately, it's going to California, correct?
And from there, it's going to California to make a stuff called crack.
Mm-hmm. And Seal said that the CIA planned to get all the blacks, and I don't want to use the word.
He didn't use black.
I know, he used the N-word, which I don't know if I can use on the air. But all the blacks in the U.S. hooked on it and throw them in prison.
Now, was it Seal who said that, or Mike Harari, or Buddy Young? I'm trying to remember.
It was Barry Seal.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, it's very interesting, because this is, let's see here, I'm looking in your book here, this is 1985.